Welcome back to Driven by Purpose. I'm your host, Rudy Rudiger, and today I'm joined by Dr. Obioma Martin. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
I'm excited. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is fun. You know, I do have some questions. I even wrote them down.
Okay.
But these questions that I write down, I may be going other ways, going other directions, because it's how you answer them.
Okay.
But I got to tell you, it's about, I ask everybody this question about their moment in their life, whether it was early or recent, when something happened, something inside you shifted, or it not only shifted, but it lit that candle to give you a sense of deeper purpose. Now, that can come later or come earlier, or when did it happen for you?
I think I would say that it has happened multiple times for me throughout.
Really?
Yes, throughout my life. Yes,
Yeah.
that definitely multiple times. So number one, the first time was when I was 16 and I had my first child.
What's the child doing today?
Oh, she's very successful. She's 30 and she lives in
You-
Charlotte, North Carolina. Yes. She's a chef. She works a hairstylist. Yes.
And what's nice about that, you got to grow up with her.
Yes, I did.
Is that cool?
I did.
Yeah. I had my child when I was 47.
Okay.
So
Okay.
as you get older,
You have more patience when you're older, though.
yes and no.
Okay.
But you had a lot of stress.
Yes. Well,
I want to
had
talk about
5
that.
children.
Yeah. How many?
5.
Well, I'm one of 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we kind of connect. We had to steal a lot of underwear.
Yeah.
It sucks. We didn't have much, but we had a lot. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
People probably made you feel pretty bad.
Absolutely.
So how'd you overcome that?
Absolutely. Prayer.
So you
Prayer.
have faith. Prayer was a...
Faith, absolutely. Faith, absolutely. And I had a really great community of older women at the church that I attended
See, that's
at the time.
That's so important to be around great mentors, right?
I had great mentorship.
Yes, you did.
I had great mentorship, and all of the women were entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that's another. And now you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
And what do you do?
I am. Several things. So I have a training and development company,
Okay.
Obioma Institute, where I focus on leadership,
Love it.
early childhood education, and entrepreneurship.
So you know a lot about that.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. It's been almost 25 years.
Wow.
Yes. And so that was another shift.
Yes.
That was another shift. I had been an entrepreneur since age 7. Selling things, anything that I couldn't put my hands on, and and at 7 years old, I started out cutting grass. And
You learned to be a fisherman.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't have a choice. I didn't come from a 2-parent household.
Right.
My great grandmom raised me until I was 10.
Isn't that awesome?
Right, and then I kind of was couch to couch between 10 and 16.
That's unbelievable.
Yes.
Someone once told me, were you ever told this? Because you see you had faith. Someone says to me that didn't have faith. You mean you pray to that invisible man up there?
Absolutely.
And I say to him, I believe he's there.
Mhm.
You don't have to see him.
You don't have
Just
to see.
believe.
But that's what faith is.
That's
It's
what
the
faith is.
substance of
See,
things
that
hoped
guy
for and the
never had it.
evidence of things.
So this is going to
unseen.
question that.
Yeah.
That thing that's inside you, because your personal why shows up, and now you have it. How do you live and lead and connect with people that need that?
Well, number one, I needed to become what I needed.
Okay.
So I had to first lead me,
See how awesome that is?
right?
Yeah.
But I had to learn how to lead me. I had to learn how to trust me, and I had to learn how to believe in me.
Okay, you said trust. And another area I'm going to go into because of trust. You lost trust.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you lost it because at 16 years old,
Yes,
you lost trust. So you have to learn to trust again
I did.
and love again
I did.
and not judge again.
I did.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
huge. Huge.
Yes.
How'd you
And
do
still
that?
learning.
Well, yeah, we still learn, but how'd you do
And still learning. Again, faith. So here's the thing.
Okay.
Once I understood that me having a child outside of wedlock,
Yeah.
me being in high school,
Right.
me doing all of the things what appeared to be a failure didn't separate me from the love of my Heavenly
I
Father.
love it.
That was the first shift.
Now, how much bullying did you go through?
Oh, all my life,
All your life?
actually.
Is it still there, the bullying?
It is at different levels, right? So here's the thing. The more successful in my experience that I've become, the more the bullies
Well, that's
show up.
great. They show up because that shows you, I don't want to be around you anyhow.
Yes.
So you don't engage in that,
I don't.
right? So when you do that, when you think like that, how does that connect with people that you're around? And you say you have a lot of mentoring. Now, is there some mentoring that you had to get rid of?
As I grew, I did because I outgrew them.
You outgrew them.
Right. But
Interesting.
you know what? Here's what's interesting about life. I had the opportunity just this past Saturday to one of the mentors asked me to speak at an event that she was having.
Yeah.
And 5 of the women who were instrumental in my life from 14 to 21 were there.
Really?
And to see them and to know that I am here today at 47 because I was under their tutelage.
Under their, yeah.
You know?
They had to be proud of that.
They were so proud, and I was so proud. I was so grateful that they were still.
Moment.
It was such a great moment. It really was a great moment.
Wow, that made you empower you, but more, you empowered them in knowing that they did the right thing with you.
And what they did mattered.
Yeah, but they didn't know at the time.
No,
we just showed a lot of love.
They did. They loved me unconditionally, and they didn't judge me. And here's the beautiful thing: with me being 16, going to church,
Yeah,
there was no, fanfare. There was no baby shower or anything like that. But guess what those women did? Those women would give me like hand-me-down used clothes for our daughters, and don't tell nobody, baby, just take this. And so for 5 years I didn't have to worry about how to feed my child or how to clothe her or anything, because they didn't do it publicly, but they made sure.
You're saying about an experience.
I'm so transparent. I believe I tell everything because I'm not going to give. I don't. This is me.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to ever be in a position where somebody feel like they have something on me.
Gotcha.
So I'm always going to tell it.
Yeah.
Because who can tell it better than me?
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And so I own my stuff. Yes, I was there. Yes, I did that. Yes, I said that. And guess what? We all have dirt. Your dirt is no different than mine. So therefore, you can't judge my dirt.
You know, it's interesting you say that, because you're speaking as a true human, as a true person, because God doesn't look at race, color, and Charles Dutton, who played the janitor in my family, I don't know if my movie, I don't know if you saw the movie.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But he was in prison for 10 years.
Yes.
And because of that mistake, he was hanging around the wrong people.
Yes.
He got convicted. Well, he changed his life. How did you change, dude? He said, I went from prison to Yale. How? He said, I put God in my life.
That's it.
My whole life changed. I started thinking differently, acting differently, and giving back differently. And I got a parole. I said, wow. Was it easy? No. Because you have so many distractions in prison. You got to stick and stay on course. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't stay on course. They get distracted, then they say, well, I heard this, but I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in your story. Mm-hmm. Well, they need help.
Yes.
And the reason they need help, because they rather make you feel bad than feel good, because they can't handle your success.
Absolutely.
So the way you do, how do you handle that type of person? Because you do have it. You deal with that.
Right here.
Okay, blinders.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Because you know what I learned? Now here's something. I love it. Here's something that I learned. And I don't know. I probably read it in a book. I'm an avid reader and love to read.
Yeah.
I probably read it in a book. But matter of fact, I want to say a man by the name of Dr. Mike Murdock, he says, when you get to a place where you perform for an audience of one, nothing else matters.
That's true. That's true. When I speak, I will connect to the person that's connected. but you're speaking to everybody.
Yes.
And that's so true. Because we want everybody to like us.
And everybody's not going to like you. And guess what? I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Boy, I had to find out the hard one.
We all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
Oh my God.
We all do.
So you got seasons of challenge of growth, it sounds like. And this growth, again, I go back to, how do you stay like grounded and rooted to your why?
Prayer.
You keep saying prayer.
That is my anchor.
That's your anchor.
That is my, it's my anchor. I spend time, so I have a routine, and it really, what anchors me is me reading the Bible. I read the Bible.
Let me ask you this. I'm glad you said that. Do you understand the Bible?
I don't always understand.
I like the Proverbs.
Right. And so I love the Psalms. Listen. So let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Now this is something, right? So I was suicidal probably from the age of 16 to about 40, right?
What?
Yes. And so I got married at 21, and so he passed away last year, and we've been divorced for 6 years. But it was Psalms in my deepest, darkest nights, my deepest, darkest days. It was the Psalms, reading about David and how he endured and how he learned how to encourage himself, right? So it was the Psalms that gave me peace and solace. But
they were easy to understand.
Absolutely. But it was Proverbs who taught me how to deal with people and how to be in business.
The Proverbs in this are easy.
Yes.
The scriptures confuse me.
Yes. Now, let me tell you what, here is a little hack, right? Yeah. I just started this what I learned to do because I didn't create the book and I don't understand the thousands of those and all those things, right? I just simply say when I go to read something, I don't try to read the whole book.
Right.
If I get stuck on one verse, then I'm going to stay there until I get revelation and understanding from. That is the key. Don't try to eat it whole. Don't try to digest it whole.
You'll never
take one verse at a time, and then and so I just ask. I say, God, I'll say, Holy Spirit, make this make sense so that I can apply it to my life.
Because I'm dyslexic and I hate to read.
Okay.
I love audio. I love speaking, but I learn a lot through common sense.
Yes.
I learn a lot through example of people and listening to them. And I think I get the little Proverbs or the Psalm that makes sense to me. For an example, every day I get these little messages. Let me see if I can.
And listen, while you're doing that, the Bible app, you can listen. So I do that. When I want to go through the Bible in a year, I just listen to it through the Bible app because it's audio.
All these little faithful.
Yes.
Keep, trusting.
Yes.
Confidence. Do not give up. I read, those are the little Proverbs I read. And it helps me.
Absolutely.
I don't have to read the Bible.
But it anchors you. Right. It anchors you. Right.
Absolutely.
So what I did was with Proverbs, you know how you set in your phone reminders?
Yeah.
So you don't forget things? Well, that's what I do with the Proverbs.
Is that cool?
I put it in my phone like a reminder or like an appointment.
That's why you're still here.
Yes.
That's why you didn't do the, what?
Yes, absolutely.
And a lot of, my kid just graduated from college. He said there was 8 suicides. I said, why? Because parents put education first instead of common sense first or
relationship,
knowledge. How about knowledge?
No, how about relationship?
Yeah, same thing.
How about I love you no matter what you decide, no matter what you choose.
That's why you need a dog. Right. They're the best, aren't they?
I personally don't like dogs. I've been bit by 3 dogs, and they had to get stitches. That's not.
It depends what kind of dogs you get, right? Anyhow, make a long story short, the purpose is unconditional love.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the deal. And for someone still trying to uncover their purpose, that what is the question you ask them to help them uncover their purpose? reserving that one question.
Absolutely. What are you passionate about?
But what if they can't answer that, or they're afraid to answer, or they make up that? How do you know what's true?
Okay, so this is what I always say. If money was not an issue, what would you do?
Yeah, but that's kind of like, okay, but that's like fantasy stuff.
No, but
but let me ask you this.
Okay.
I mean, I love that. But then the reality is such that, oh God, I need money. I gotta eat.
No,
I need this. Go ahead.
But that's the whole thing. It's getting you to first of all get clear about what. So to answer your question, most people don't even know. That's number one. They don't know.
I'm one of them.
Okay.
I once I'm inspired, I know.
Okay.
So I got to get inspired to do something.
Well,
and to me, what we're doing right now inspires me.
Well, that could be your purpose. I know.
You know what? I did one podcast, and we never had really the right guest, but I love what we went through today because you guys, I say you are entrepreneurial type of people, God-fearing people. Just wonderful.
So I know my purpose is to share light, hope, and love. I know that with every fiber in me. And that has nothing to do with money.
Nothing to do. No. That's why I like that. But money will take care of you.
Oh, absolutely.
It comes to you different ways.
Absolutely.
And that's where I was trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because a lot of people chase money.
Yeah.
But to chase your purpose like you do, you have opportunities that are presented to you that takes care of your needs.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't know. I just think if we could start thinking like that, this whole world would be different, but that's not really possible.
Mm-hmm.
So many crazy, goofy things going on, but you're a great example of it's not your color, it's not your race, it's your attitude.
It is.
Period.
And it's your belief system.
It's your belief
It's your belief system. What do you believe?
So if you sat in front of someone today,
Mm-hmm.
he says to you, I don't know my purpose. I'm trying to uncover my purpose. What question would you ask him?
I would ask them to tell me about their day.
And why is that important?
Because once you tell me about your day, if I say, well, Rudy, what was the highlight of your day?
On my day? Okay.
Mm-hmm. What was the highlight? Well, one of the things you just said is how much you enjoy interviewing us.
You know, we've been here 8 hours and I enjoyed all the time we spent here.
Well, that's an indication that that's your purpose, right?
Yeah.
What ignites you? What's that spark? Or here's the other question, right? What problems do you want to solve? Like what bothers you? What irritates you?
You know, it's interesting you say that. I think problems go away once you know your purpose. You know?
But they can also be your why. So like what? So one of the things I love helping people because I needed help.
See, you're great. Again, that you did where you came from, what you're doing. Now, if I wanted to have you get in touch with you to do something, or someone wanted to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
Obioma.org, OBIOMA.org.
See, that's easy.
Yes.
Make it easy.
Make it easy.
Oh my gosh. Some people make it so difficult, you know? And yeah, Obioma.org.
Yes.
Easy peasy. So what will they find on that?
All the things, whether they want to go, I say it this way, whether you want to go from a GED to a PhD, whether you want to go from a renter to an owner, right? Or whether you want to go from discovering your purpose, right, to soaring in purpose, leading in purpose, wherever you find yourself in life, I'm for all women. It doesn't matter whether you are zero, a hero. I do. Listen.
Yeah.
If you need help, no, seriously. I have a nonprofit, Omart Women Supporting Women.
Yeah.
And I actually work with men and women who are homeless, who are in transition in life. And I have more men clients than I do women.
You know, the foster kids are great. Mm-hmm. When things get hard, you go see the foster kids. Yeah.
I just go on the street and you know, if you spend
well, a lot of people, you know, it's funny. You say that some people want to be there. They don't want.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct.
Yeah.
And listen, what I understand is this: I can't want more for you than what you want for yourself.
If you know how to help someone, you know how to help yourself.
Absolutely.
That's what's cool. And I really appreciate this conversation.
Thank you so much.
You got a lot of great energy.
Thank you.
You overcame a lot to be here.
I did.
You sure did.